Okay y'all, so in this video we're going to be talking about Teami. Teami was generous enough to reach out to me via email. They asked me if I was interested in trying out their product, and I was so excited to try it out because I've always wanted to try a detox. I just never knew a right kind because I'm not really familiar with a lot of detoxes. I've tried flat tummy tea before and matte fit tea, I believe, but I didn't do it as a cleanse. I was just taking it to help me with energy and bloating, which matte fit tea helped me with energy, but it did not help me with bloating. Flat tummy tea, I don't even know what that helped me with, because I mean, I didn't notice any difference while I was taking it. I felt like I was just taking a placebo tea, because it was not helping me with energy, and it was not helping me avoid bloating. So I can't really say that I really like those. So I was kind of skeptical about trying this company because I was like, oh, that's just another kind of tea that they're, you know, broadcasting would do all of the same sort of things those two companies did. But I did see a few of my favorite Instagrammers trying out this tea, so I was like, you know what, let me just give it a try. I'm already kickstarting a lifestyle change, and so I was like, this would be a perfect time for me to try a detox and also to try this company since they reached out to me. So I started taking this tea, I think it was on a Monday or a Tuesday. Let's see, today is a Sunday. It was Tuesday. I started taking it on Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today is actually the 6th day that I've been on this. They give you a calendar. I'm not sure where that calendar is right now, but I do have it somewhere in my room or probably in my kitchen. But the calendar tells you how to take the tea for 30 days. So the first day you'll take the skinny tea, and the skinny tea is what you'll take in the mornings. It says place 1 teaspoon in a cup near boiling water between 3 to 5 minutes. Use a strainer or tea infuser for clearer tea. The first time I used this, I did let it simmer. I did let it sit in the water for 3 to 5 minutes, but I quickly poured it out because I kind of wanted to just try the tea out. I didn't want it to like give me this rush of energy that I wasn't prepared for. So you take this in the morning before breakfast. It's recommended, and so that's what I've been doing. I've been taking this on an empty stomach before breakfast, and then you take 1 teaspoon like it says, and you put it in the tumbler, and you drink it. Let it cool off, and you drink it. And I'm gonna insert a clip and show you guys how I prepare my morning tea, and then I'm also gonna insert a clip on how I do my colon tea. Okay, so if you really want to get this cup clean, you might want to use a cup cleaner, because my hands are pretty small, but I can't reach my hands in there to clean it all the way out. So luckily I have a 2-year-old right now, so I use a cup cleaner all the time to clean his cups out. So it comes in handy for me to clean this out. So if you don't have any kids, invest in you a cup cleaner so that you can get all the way down in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how this assembles. So this is the insert that your hot water goes into, and then this is the actual cup that kind of insulates it so that you don't burn your hands while you're holding your tumbler. I have the 400cc or 400 ml container that Teami Blends sent me. Down here is a little storage container, which I really love because I work nights. So the nights when I have to use my calling tea, I'll store it in here so that when I get to work later on in the night, I'll take it out, pop it in here, and put some hot water in there, and I'll drink it. So this is the strainer that goes in here. So first I'm going to go ahead and twist it like that. You pop the insert in, which is the strainer for your tea. And then this is the lid that also twists on. I'm going to show you guys in a minute how this little strip here comes in handy for me when I'm dealing with the hot water. But we're going to go over here to my Keurig and go ahead and put the hot water in along with the nighttime tea. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this open. Did you guys know that on the Keurig, you know, as long as you don't put a coffee cup in here, you can just close this down, press your serving size, and place your cup under there, and it'll give you hot water. So that's what I do for my tea. Tonight is our calling tea night as well, so we're gonna pop that inside of here. I keep my phone close by because you want to make sure you set your phone for a minute so that you don't oversteam it. The directions are on the back, so please make sure you follow these directions very closely, especially when you're dealing with this one. The calling tea comes with these individual bags, unlike the skinny tea that comes in the loose leaf and you have to scoop it out. So these are really good. I just go ahead and just pop it in there. Okay. Before I put the water in there, I'm going to go ahead and start my timer. So I have my timer ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and push this down. Push that hot water so that it goes in there. And then as soon as that water hits my tea bag, like so, I press start on my timer. So my timer is going from the time it hit it, that's when I start my minute. I'll usually go a minute and 30 seconds because I go ahead and start the timer while it's pushing the water through, because if you don't, you got to remember that this is also time that's lapsing as you're waiting too. So got that going over there. So I'm gonna show you guys now. This comes in so much handy for me because whenever I'm placing it inside here, I can go ahead and hold this cup to help me steady it in there so that hot water doesn't splash on me. So that's another thing that I really love about this here, because it helps you control setting it in there carefully so you don't get hot water splashed all over you. So you go ahead and pop that in. I twist this on and I'll go ahead and let it vent while it's steaming. As you can see, my time is up. So what I usually do is I'll still wait 30 more seconds. Whenever this gets to 30 seconds, negative time as far as how long my timer is going over, I'll go ahead and pour this out into a glass. So I wanted to continue to talk about this one some more. This one gives you a really nice amount of energy. It's a boost of energy, but it feels like a natural boost of energy. You know how like you get excited about doing something that's coming up, or excited about doing something that you really love, and that feeling you get, like that natural endorphins feeling, that endorphins is like a natural, your body's natural way of giving you energy. So you have kind of like that feeling, and it just lasts a lot longer. Not like how you would drink a cup of coffee and you're feeling like you're bouncing off the walls. Not that kind of energy, which I really love, because you guys, if you've been following my weight loss journey, you know that I have been very nervous and scared about taking in caffeine, which in the ingredients it says that it's a plant-based caffeine, and I can actually tell the difference between plant-based and synthetic. Actually, before doing this tea, I did a lot of research, and I actually didn't even know there was a such thing as synthetic or plant-based caffeine. I thought caffeine was just all derived from one place. So I was excited about that, and that's what gave me the green light to go ahead and start this tea. So like I said, I've been on this for 6 days now. Every other day you'll either do this one or you'll do both. So the first day I did this. The second day I did both. The third day I did this, and then on and on and on. Like, and tonight I did, and tonight on Sunday I did both. One thing I really like about this tea is that it has, you can tell it gives you that energy, and you can already start feeling that you're staying regular. Disclaimer, if you don't like to talk about having bowel movements, poops, constipation, anything like that, I suggest you pause me, because I'm about to start talking about that here. And I'll put it in the description box on when I start talking about it and when I stop talking about it. For those of you guys who have a weak stomach, I'm a nurse, so a lot of that, it takes a lot to gross me out, unless it's mucus. But anyway. So this one, you can tell it gets your bowels still going, because you can start feeling movement, not really movement, but I noticed that I start like feeling less hungry. I can actually go longer between my meals, which is okay for me, because like I said, I track my macros, and sometimes I don't like, when I'm tracking my macros, I don't like to wait until I get that hungry feeling. I like to be on the schedule on when I eat. So this is actually works for me. I hope I talked enough about this. If you guys have any questions, you can definitely put questions in the comment section. Okay, so let's get to the colon tea. If anybody's taken a detox cleanse before, you already know what I'm gonna start talking about. This one does exactly what it's supposed to do, colon cleanse, because once you take this, and make sure you read these directions very closely. In the video that you guys saw, you saw that how I start my timer. I start the timer as soon as the hot water hits the bag, and I'll let it sit 30 seconds over. So really, in all, I let it sit for 1 minute and 30 seconds, nothing over. Nothing over. Do not forget about it. If you forget about it, you might as well throw that tea away, because I'm telling you, you're gonna regret it when you wake up in the morning or in the middle of the night when your stomach is rumbling like some drums, because it needs to let it out. So definitely with this, I repeat, follow the directions. Do not go over the allotted time, which is 1 to 3 minutes. I've never went over 1 minute and 30 seconds, so I don't know how that's gonna make my bowels feel if I was to ever go over. I'm sure it'll be way worse than what I feel with 1 minute and 30 seconds. So once you take this tea, I'll say about 8 to 9 hours later, you're gonna be, if you're sleeping, you're gonna be woken up out of your sleep, because you're gonna get that uncomfortable feeling. But it's not a feeling that's gonna last you throughout the day. It's not a feeling that's gonna keep you on the toilet throughout the day. It's none of the sort. I work nights, so the nights that I work and I have to do this, I can take it, and I take it around midnight. And by the time I get home, it's time for me to go to the bathroom. It's time for me to go to the bathroom and get my colon cleansed. And then once it's all cleansed out, I can sleep and have a rested nap before I have to either go back to work or I'm off for the day. And I cannot tell you that this makes me have diarrhea. Another good thing about this, about both of these actually, is that it keeps you regular, like I said. So I'm the kind of person that do not go regularly because I don't drink enough water like how I should, which I've recently been trying to consume more, because I do take a water pill and it just sucks all kind of water out of me, so including my bowels. So a lot of times I don't go maybe like every 3 days, which is not good, because constipation can cause a whole lot of health issues. I also noticed that my skin feels less swollen, because I do suffer with swelling and fluid retention. So since I started taking this tea, I don't know what it is, but my skin, like in my face, like everything just seemed like it's just slimming, and not that it's because it's burning fat, but I think it's because it's helping get rid of the toxins, which is also a lot of sodium, which is holding on to a lot of, which makes my body hold on to a lot of water. So I have been feeling like less puffiness, like just everywhere, because I get swelling and puffiness in my hands too. And I can't say, because since I've only been on the tea for 6 days, that it's because of the tea, because I do take a water pill as well, but I can notice a difference. And it's not like I'm sitting around, I'm not the kind of person that sits around and makes up stuff in my head. Like if something is happening, I can tell it's happening, especially if it's something new that I'm doing. So yeah, I want to make sure I hit all of the points that I want you guys to know. I hope you guys paid attention to the video, because I showed how this tumbler works, as far as like how to take it apart, put it back together, cleaning it, all those good things. Let me just go through my journal real quick and make sure I touched all points. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, please do. On Instagram, actually recently I posted a day 1 versus day 5, and you can tell a noticeable amount of difference in my midsection. Like my midsection, y'all, I was so bloated the first day that I first took the tea. And that photo that I took on day 1, that was before I even drunk the tea. This was, I woke up that morning, I weighed myself, and then I took my photos, and then I went and made my tea. Okay, so make sure you follow me on, like I said, social media, which is Instagram and Snapchat, because that's where I'm going to be doing my most result transformation updates. So go over to Instagram and see the post that I made. You can tell a huge difference with the bloating that went down, and I'm like so eager and so excited to see what I'm gonna look like in 30 days. I do recommend, and I'm sure the company probably recommends as well, that while doing this detox, make sure you're pairing it along with a really good healthy diet, and not really a diet, but just healthy clean eating, and then also working out, even if it's just walking 20 minutes a day or 20 minutes 3 times a week, twice a week, just some kind of activity, because that's going to also further help the product work the way it's supposed to as well. And you want to do that with anything you do. Anytime you're trying to lose weight, inches, or anything, you want to incorporate a healthy lifestyle as far as eating and exercise. So yeah, y'all, so I hope I explained a lot about this tea here. I'm really loving it so far. Like I said, I suffer with thyroid issues, so this plant-based caffeine does me well. It doesn't bother me with my chest pains at all. And I think that's because it's a more of a plant-based caffeine. I don't have my heart monitor on today because my phone that I use to track my chest pains is not charged, so I had that charging. And then I also just got out of the shower, so that's why I don't have my heart monitor on while I'm doing this video. I actually forgot to put it on before I started recording this video. I just looking through my viewfinder and seeing that I don't have it on. Also, I want to let you guys know, Teami gave me a coupon code so that if anybody wants to go on and purchase this, you don't have to use it. You can use anybody's code. I think Adrian Ballone, I think Bundle of Brittany on Instagram, they all have their own code as well. But I also have a code. My code is Terria15 if you want 15% off. So make sure that you use that code, use somebody's code if you're getting this, because why not get you a percentage off? Actually, whenever I run out of this, I'm going to be buying more, and I can also use my own code to get 15% off. So I'm really excited about that. I'll be linking the code in the description box down below as well. Yeah, so let me know if you guys try this. Let me know if you have tried this before. I'm only on day 6, so I would love for somebody to get it and we do it together. And that way I can have somebody that I can talk to about you know, like how it is each day, and how, you know, how we're feeling about it, bragging about our results. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the support here on my channel. We are almost at 10K. I cannot believe it. Our family is growing, And I love y'all, and until next time, I'll see y'all on the next upload. Bye.